delight to be standing in front of you today to talk about women in leadership. I am the dean at Penn's Veterinary School and have these various credentials that you see. It's fabulous to riff off of the last talk because what I wanted to talk about was if women aren't leaders of our profession, veterinarians won't be leaders of our profession. And women have some specific challenges. This is when I grew up. There are essentially two kinds of ways to be female in the world. This was the predominant one. The woman turning, the animation I didn't add, but I would have. The woman turning into Satan, I think, is what my mom wanted to do. It's what I would have wanted to do. This helpmate, stand in the background person wasn't something I chose to do. The other prevalent image was this one. I would have loved to do this. This is literally a seductive image, very powerful. Really looks like a lot of fun to be Marilyn. It clearly wasn't, but this image is pretty prevalent in women, and I would say essentially these were the two prominent images that were out there for women when I was growing up. Unfortunately for me, as you'll see shortly, having chosen not to be the helpmate, that's me in the background with my eyes shut and my hair I wished over my face with my whole family. I loved my upbringing. I chose not to be the helpmate. The sex bomb, bombshell one wasn't such an option. And this kind of leads to my core point that I'll make repeatedly, which is that your physical presence really matters. And it probably matters more for women than for men. So I was very inward, fabulous to riff off of Mary's talk because I could achieve academically. It's what I got rewarded for. This is me in my yearbook photo at the end of my 2 higher degrees. Believe it or not, this is almost like I'm in the witness protection program that you can't see me. But these are conscious fashion choices that I made. This is my yearbook photo. This is me looking as good as I wanted to look. I had begun to realize there was a book with a lot of data in it, a lot of surveys, showing that people do react to what you look like, called Dress for Success. It was all about how you dressed. And I had processed that it mattered what I wore and that I needed to present a presence, and I did follow the rules in the book, and I needed to kind of fake an image. But meanwhile, this is really who I was, on the ground with my dogs, up to my armpits in a cow. What we all love, not only internally driven by the academics and data, because I'm a scientist, but also really loving the animals and not having to think about people. Because, fast forwarding to even the present day, when I was putting this talk together and I put my name into Google, this is the lady who pops out. This is not me. And this is Joan Hendricks, whose most prominent role is a woman named Joan. So the issue of being the little helpmate in the background is not really the prominent image that you see for women these days, but the highly sexualized woman's body being for sex is. Meanwhile, this is still me. This is me a couple years after I had become dean. I've been dean now, I'm in my 10th year. I'm comfortable in my own skin, I'm confident, I have credentials, I now have the title. And this is, they were, for whatever reason, doing a photo op. The students were playing in the courtyard with a dog. It was a really fun time. And being collegial and comfortable and confident and having the credentials are nice qualities for a leader, and they get you through a lot, but they don't get you through the really challenging times. And challenging times are going to happen to us all. This is my role, but you all are leaders in your own ways. If you want to be adaptable, resilient, have grit, make a difference, make the change in the world that you want to see, be the change you want to see, you need more. And we have an amazing partners in our lives. As people tell you, they tell you 2 things when you say you're a vet, right? One is you have to know all the species, and the other is it's so hard because your patients can't talk. That means they can't lie. Your patients will reflect back to you how you move in the world, how you occupy space, who you are in the deepest way that anyone will ever do for you, and they will empower you to be a better leader as a human. And the deepest thing I have grown to understand is that you need to really embody your own truth in your person. It's not a division between your surface image and your deepest self. I encourage you all, because the world needs veterinarians to show people how to heal through animals. So that's it. Embody your truth.